The Untold Engine already supports FXAA, and honestly, it works pretty well. But once I started testing larger XR scenes on the Vision Pro, especially scenes with distant geometry like stadiums and city environments, I kept noticing shimmering around the edges. FXAA helped reduce the aliasing, but it also softened the image a bit too much. So I decided to implement SMAA. The first pass is edge detection. This pass analyzes the render image and detects potential aliasing edges. I started with Luma edge detection because it's the simplest version to get working. And once the edge pass was working, I added a debug visualization mode. Most of the image stays black, but the edges light up in red and green exactly where SMAA detects aliasing. At this point, things looked promising. Then came the second pass, blend weight calculation. This is where SMAA gets really delicate. So I added another debug view specifically for the blend weights. And this was critical because otherwise debugging SMAA becomes almost impossible. Instead of looking at the final image and guessing what went wrong, I could inspect the intermediate GPU data directly. But then I ran into another unexpected problem. The effect of SMAA was actually very hard to see. At first, I generally couldn't tell whether it was working correctly or not. The changes were much more subtle than FXAA. So I ended up building a magnifier tool directly into the renderer just to zoom into the final image and inspect the edges pixel by pixel. And once I finally saw the comparison up close, SMAA was definitely working. But unfortunately, the large XR shimmering problem I originally wanted to solve still wasn't completely gone. And I think this was one of the biggest lessons from this entire experiment. Anti-aliasing in XR is much more complicated than just dropping in a post-processing technique, because once geometry becomes massive and far away, you start running into a combination of issues. So even though SMAA improved the image, it didn't magically solve all the aliasing artifacts I was seeing in large XR scenes. So I want to keep digging. Hopefully I can fix this issue with my game engine and the Vision Pro. So I'm going to keep you guys posted. Until then, feel free to check out the game engine at www.untoldengine.com. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.